Nazaria Harris, age 13, a life taken too soon.
Rant about the ish, it's a hate page, yeah, a hate page. She keep on talking, she keep on lurking, keep on trying to break up, but they ain't working. Rant about the ish, it's a hate page, yeah, a hate page.
All right, good morning, everyone. So I want to get into this because this right here struck me, woo, like really hard, like deep in the heart. Okay, deep in the heart, deep in the heart. For this baby to go through what she went through, for her to be groomed, and so on and so on, it was very disturbing to listen and to know that her family failed her. I feel like she felt alone. And I feel like this man was able to groom her the way he did because she didn't feel love from any of the other adults. I feel like he did not do this alone. I feel like a lot of the aunt knows a lot. I feel like she was behind a lot of things. Oh, y'all, this right here, when I say it hit home, it hit home. Because I feel like he robbed her of her innocence. I feel like this took place way before age 11. If this man already had charges, hold on, let me get on the shutter screen. If this man already had charges, whew, for doing things for a 4-year-old, y'all really think he waited until this young girl, Nazaria, was 11? Get the hell out of here. You got to be you got to be a dumb broad to believe that. A dumb individual. This is him. Oh, look, he got tears in his eyes. He don't care. He don't care. Maybe he got tears in his eyes for them bones being sore from him being locked up. Okay, allegedly. Now they're saying that there's, to determine that there's enough evidence, even though her body has not been found. Okay. Now the aunt took the stand. She was like, "Oh no, I didn't see anything, any fishy things, anything to put me on alert where to think that this man is touching her, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera." You full of shit. You're full of shit. There's no way, like, y'all, this makes no sense. And then we have the grandmother saying that she started to get concerned when she learned that she didn't get home that night. But she waited. Now, if a 13-year-old don't come home that night, y'all go wait until the morning and then to report her missing. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like her family knew what was going on, and they helped this man shield it. They gave him enough time to go hide stuff, bury her, throw this over there, throw that over there, clean this up. Like, that's what I feel. Like, why would you wait if a 13-year-old, not a 23-year-old, a 13-year-old child do not come home at all? You're going to wait till tomorrow? Hell no. My sister grown as hell, and I'd be like, where you at? Do I have to pull off? No, because the world is so wicked. Ain't nobody finna. I have never, like, yo, what? Oof. I'm finna get pissed. Lord have mercy, help me hold my tongue, because I'm trying not to, do too much. But I think I'm about to do too much, especially because it hits home for me. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna get a little bit rah. That's why we call Rant About Tha Ish, right? Rant. So when we go on our rant and we emotional, it's cool because it's called Rant About Tha Ish. We gonna rant about the ish. Cause this mother alpha need the chair. He need a needle. He need his ass kicked. Now they're saying that he was supposed to turn himself in on a gun charge on January the 9th of 2024. That's the same day Nazaria went missing. But his date was pushed back to February. So she allegedly met up with him that day, and the two reportedly went to whatever this is, before returning back to Detroit. where butts checked into a motel. Not Lord, not him taking it. Not him. Did he take the baby to a motel? Now they say the text messages, he knew she was pregnant. And then he started searching online about abortions, abortion pills, drinking red antifreeze. Lord. My thing is, why did it have to take to all of this? Like, I feel like the aunt, the granny knew. Like, I mean, for you not to call a popo and say she missing, you have to know. Like, what? I mean, what were you waiting on? Like, what? So you was not too concerned about her. Child, if we go, I mean, we're grown as hell over here. If we go so long without speaking to our mom gonna blow our phone up. I do my sister like that. Like I'm serious. The world is so wicked right now when it comes to like people robbing you for your ride, kidnapping, sex trafficking, you name it. Life is life, and out here, life is wow. Life is dark out here. So you need to check in with your loved ones. And this is a 13-year-old young lady who was unalived by this man, that was pregnant by this man, who was getting SA'd by this piece of shit of a man. But they're saying they believe he started SAing her since 2022. Before killing her in 2024. This right here, since 2022. No. He probably was not penetrating her, but he was doing something. If he done got charges for messing with someone's 4-year-old daughter and gave her STD, y'all think this man really waited till she was 11 years old? No, stop it. So authorities, I don't give a damn what y'all believe. Incorrect. I don't believe that. So then they said he had a history of targeting women and befriending women to get close and SA their daughters. Y'all, if you got kids, stop letting these folks get around your kids. Y'all see these people on the news day after day. They done unalive somebody's child. They done beat them to death. They done put them in cages. Like, stop letting everybody around your kids. And that's why I be saying, like, no, I won't get offended by anybody that want to keep anybody away from their kids. Those are your kids. You supposed to cherish, love, adore, discipline, like put like love on your kids. These people out here don't give two like this bullshit right here should have never happened. Should have never happened. I'm gonna show you why. Okay? It's not the only SA case that this trash bucket has been involved in. It's not the only. You see that? Not the only. You see? Not the only. So this man is well known for touching kids. Why the hell is he able to be around kids? Ooh, look at this. He also has been charged for reportedly SAing 2 other girls, young girls. Now, as in a conviction of the SA in 2005. So he started doing this to her. What they say, they think around what was it? 2022, right? He been charged with this in 2025. So y'all really think this man waited till she turned 11? That's a 17-year gap. Hell no, he did not. I don't care what nobody say. He been convicted. He's a man. So they call him a serial child rapist. Oh my God. He SA'd a 8-year-old family member. Oh my goodness. Family member. He SA'd an 8-year-old family member. It be these motherfuckers right here. It be these people right about here. Right about here. My donor. Yes. Let's talk about it. It be these people right here you need to watch out for. They be the ones creeping in a kid's room, creeping in a bathroom, watching kids bathe themselves, telling kids how to touch themselves. And a girlfriend's 4-year-old daughter. Why is this man still walking around? Why is this man still breathing? It couldn't have been me. And gave the 4-year-old chlamydia. 4 years old. Four. He was charged on September the 27th of 2024. Not a fourth time offender. Fourth. The justice system, y'all ain't shit. The justice system ain't shit. Give me a minute, y'all. Hold on. They have been. Oh Lord, hold up. Butson Harris, right? So her and her uncle had reportedly known each other because he was the father of her cousins. No, they known each other. Well, that's the one. But he been knowing her since she was a baby. And they're saying that this started in 2022. Fuck out of here. No, it did not. Are you insane? He been charged in 2025 for SAing kids between the ages 8 and 4. So he did not wait till that girl was 11 years old. He did not. He did not. You sick piece of shit. Ugh. So he was sending like sexual text messages and asking her for pictures. And sending, He was tracked to a rogue river in Detroit the day after her disappearance, where the police would later recover clothes that she was last seen wearing. They said there was no damage to her clothing. Oh, this is pissing me off, y'all. I'm sorry. I told y'all this right here hits home for me, and I'm trying not to. Right? So they read the text messages. So they say Harris was 11 to 12 years old in 2022. And the messages were sexual. Okay. But he gave the police his phone. He like, oh yeah, I didn't do anything. No, nothing's in there. Blah, blah, blah. But he's asking her for nudes and to perform sexual things on him. Yeah. Also revealed that Naziah told him about like, oh, I missed my period. And she talked about her pregnancy, and he acknowledged her missing her period by telling her to go get a pregnancy test. Honey, I think he was, oof. I think he was like in panic mode. I do think he told the aunt, who's the baby mama, wife, whatever the hell she is. She's a piece of shit, just like he is to me, in my eyes. But after he learned about her being pregnant, he started going on social media, online, looking of how to get rid of the baby. On December the 8th through December the 11th of 2023. He searched about abortion pills. This is crazy. And I feel like, boy, like the aunt knew. Why did she just go get her? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like CPS would have, stepped in, jail time, all types of things. But for nobody to do nothing, like nothing. I mean, let me tell you, it's one thing to go through SA. It's another thing for no one around you to give a fuck, to care about your well-being. It's another thing to go through it alone, not feel loved. I went through my essay with my dad alone, but I damn sure don't know what it feels like to be unloved. Okay. They said evidence was found where Nazaria had disappeared, her clothing. Now they say an inside out pink jumpsuit, a black jacket, and a red and black shoe were found near the intersection of 7 Mile. Okay. Now, he testified the clothing he found had not been there for a long period of time, as there was no discoloration in the clothing, no evidence of animals getting into it. He said the clothes looked fresh because they was freshly planted right where you found them, sir. Because where's the photo at? Hold on. Where do you see a pink jumpsuit at? This is her clothes. This is the last photo this baby took of herself the day she was killed. This, where you see a pink anything? I don't even see a pink bow tie, a pink earring. I don't see nothing pink on her. We see the black jacket. We see a white turtleneck. We see a necklace. We see her glasses. You don't see no pink on this baby. So where they get these pink clothes from? Pink jumpsuit. It says a pink jumpsuit. An inside out pink jumpsuit. A black jacket. Now we don't know what color shoes she had on because we can't see her feet. But she damn sure don't have no pink jumpsuit on. No. No. And the patrol officer said the clothes looked fresh. Like, you know how you can the sun hit the clothes and they be out there for a couple days, it start to get discolored and so on and so on. Yeah, that didn't transpire. Now, also a woman said on March the 7th of 2024, she found her Nazaya's school ID on the sidewalk near her home, 7 Mile in Evergreen. She testified on January the 7th, 2025, that she stepped over the ID 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks from a nearby bus stop before she decided to pick it up. The ID was face down. She recognized her name because she had heard about her disappearance on the news. Wow. So she took the bus to a local gas station to put the ID on a lid to prevent any more fingerprints and called the police. That's smart. That's smart, but it's crazy. She said she stepped over the ID for 2.5 weeks before she decided to pick it up. Ooh. Yo, this is so sad. This is so sad. And see, this is why I feel like so many kids don't come forward. They don't feel loved. And then they get loved by these predators, and the predators, they grown as feed off of things like this, and they're robbing kids of their innocence. And when a kid don't feel loved and looking for love in all the wrong places, the song, I feel like she wasn't looking for love, but the man loved her. Like he showed her love. Like he probably listened to her, probably got her whatever. And she's a kid, so she don't know no better, you know? Um, it's sad. It's so sad. It's looking at her last picture. It This baby looked like a sweet little child. And to see this man still breathing is very disturbing. Oh my God. Sleep peacefully, angel. All right, y'all. We finna scroll on down. Now, the judge calls out the family, the community for failing her. She said that based on what she heard the last few days, several people failed her. She began listening to the family members, school officials, accusing them of failing Messiah. I don't know where the mother is. I don't know anything other than that she was forced to live in a home where she was not protected or given adequate attention and love. This, this. I don't know who her father is. I don't have any mention of him in her life. No presence. Where's the mom? Where's the dad? All the men who saw Jarvis butts hanging out and always around these young girls, including Naziah and his own 9-year-old daughter, going up to the shop to clean. They say the school counselor who never showed up, or the person who was supposed to show up. Wow. If that counsel was absent after Naziah was on the floor on the day she went missing, saying that she needed to speak to someone and speak to the counselor. So she went trying to speak to a counselor, and they're saying the school counselor who never showed up. Child. She pointed out there was no mention of CPS and wondered about their involvement with them. She called. Okay, so she called Naziah's grandmother's testimony questionable. She understood her grandmother's testimony was used to establish where Naziah lived and her regular routine, and she understood she was not a runaway child. However, Sabria found it hard to believe that Butts never, huh? Would would never went to the home as the grandmother testified. Wow. Always sending those girls to the shop raised questions. Like, why is hold up, they said his 9-year-old daughter and she was 11. Why are they going to a shop with a grown ass man? Why? Woo. How were okay. Hold up, y'all. How were there two women in that house who had birthed children themselves who did not notice that she was pregnant? And I believe she was, and not having her period anymore. Mm, Because they didn't care. I feel like they knew this. They knew. There's no way. Like, how the clothes get out there? Nobody calling the police because the girl is MIA. Like, the whole night. She's 13 years old. Like, they didn't raise no red flags, and nobody had, like, they did not care. They didn't care about that baby. They did not. They did not. She said what stood out the most was when a grandmother learned that around 6 p.m. on January the 9th, 2024, that Zai did not come home from school, and she looked around for her and decided to wait until the next morning to call the police. She appeared not not to show no type of emotions, like none. So they're saying that they don't need the body. They don't need her body to say this is first degree premeditated murder. Ooh. The judge called Butts a true definition of a pedophile. I, This is just insane. She thought, hell, he was impaired. She thought he had the brain of a 10-year-old, and that's why he was doing all that disgusting stuff. But she was like, it's, the more she just heard testimonies after testimonies, this dude is a definition of a pedo. You ruined Nazaya. You played mind games with her. We all heard that. She continued. You controlled her emotionally. She was exposed to so much at such a young age. The text messages between you and her were disgusting to hear. She deserves so much more. I agree. And while I mentioned that on other people have failed her, ooh, Jarvis Butts, you are the monster in this whole picture. I mean, the justice system failed her. This man, this is what I don't understand. These men come out here, they essay these kids, and they just get told, oh, we're gonna label you as a S offender. And I'm like, do what now? So you wanna let this scumbag back out so he can do this to another child. He can live his life and ruin others and take other people's lives. Children. Y'all, this is give this man a needle. Like, give him something. Give him something. So Nazaya's cousin said if she lived there, she wished she didn't move a year ago because this would have never happened. And my thing is, were you around? Did you ever see her? Did you ever visit her? It just blows my mind that, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Like, people, like, you can get on an app, you can see all where the SAs live. If they register as an SA offender, you can Google, like, they have an app for this, right? Now, if they know this man been fucking charged with SA, been a pedo, why let him around kids? Make it make sense. This, I mean, it's so disturbing. Like, I'm serious. Baby, doing background checks is easy. But it looked like he was doing this even when he was with the aunt. Even when he was with this lady and got kids with her. And it's so sad because these broken, low self-esteem women will keep a piece of shit like this around just to have somebody. You probably, it would, I wouldn't put it past her. She probably was jealous of this baby. Talking about it was just an uncle and niece type of relationship. Bullshit. Bullshit. And shame on you. Shame on you. You robbed her of being a child. No protection nowhere. You know how bad it is to be so young, not knowing what's happening, and you're getting violated, you're getting abused, and this baby didn't even feel safe or telling nobody, but she wanted to talk to the counselor, and I feel like she freaked out. And the same day that baby life was taken. And then y'all get y'all dusty ass on the stand. His sister that came to the shop showed more remorse for this child, knowing that was the last time she was ever going to see her. She seen her walking back from the shop to the vehicle, but then you get her family on the stand, you don't even see them break. Trash. Imagine how scared this baby was. Imagine. He deserves everything that he's about to receive. And the justice system, y'all are so broken in so many ways. Y'all want to point the finger over here to the family and this, 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 but y'all let them out. Y'all constantly let people out like this. And y'all be like, oh, get in a program, get some help. We're going to put you as an offender and everyone's going to know it. We're going to label you as this. And they come out here and they do this bullshit again over and over. Heartless monsters, what we're looking at. He don't get no sympathy for me. Not at all. Look at her. Look at her smile. Look at her smile. So, I am so proud of the sister for coming out and speaking and saying, like, I saw her. She was at the shop, but she was so teary eyed. And, oof, look at him. I don't get how people constantly let people that do this type of bullish, like, how do they get out? How do they get out? So she had text his phone. Don't forget to be there before 3. I will let you know when I'm leaving school. If you're not there, I will wait. Send okay if you seen the message so I can delete your number. So I feel like he told her to always delete the messages and so on and so on. So, oh, we don't get caught. But baby, anything that you text, anything you send out, all that stuff can be traced and they can get it back. Anything on your computer, all that, honey, technology is a mother effer. And then he responded back with okay. Lord, look, he went through his phone out. Oh no, he didn't. They had traced it back to his shop. And that's what a sister says she seen him. And see, right here. Right here. She seen her at the shop. See? Auto shop. So it just this right here, I feel like a lot of people felt the child, and that's his sister right here. Do you see her face? Baby, she showed more remorse than like her family did. She showed more remorse than her family. Hold up, the picture went off. This is his sister right here. She was getting choked up. She got emotional. And it's just sad, y'all. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, I really, and I'm trying to, and it seems like even with this baby being unalived, like the aunt, the granny, they basically still shielding this man. It makes no sense. Why not call the police? This is the judge, y'all. Why not call the police? Like what? What? Why would you not? Like, so even a cousin had said they saw him doing things and all types of crap. And this man to skid by, all like getting consequences and facing charges, and it's like he get back out, he do the same thing. Y'all be really thinking these folks gonna change? No. No. Okay, I think this is the video of the judge. Hold on, let me put this one up. Oh Lord, I swear. Whew.
Good day. Desire Harris disappeared. Before I get into the charges and the main charge of premeditated first-degree murder, I have to speak on Desire Harris and the community who failed her. And I am only presented with certain evidence. I don't know the whole story. The attorneys know more than me. The family knows more than me. But from what I have heard over the last 4 days and 5 days total, is that several people failed her. I don't know where her mother is. I don't know anything other than that she was forced to live in a home where she was not protected or given the adequate attention and love. I don't know where her father is. I don't have any mention of him in her life, no presence. To Cordell, aka King, and all the men who saw Jarvis Butts hanging out and always around these young girls, including Desire, and his 9-year-old daughter going up to the shop to clean up his shop. The school counselor who never showed up, or the person who was supposed to show up if that counselor was absent, after Nazaya was on the floor on the day she went missing, saying that she needed to speak to someone and speak to a counselor. There's no mention of CPS, but I wonder what their involvement was over the years, because this was not just a one-year thing. There are text messages at least from 2022. To her adoptive grandmother, Annette Harris, whose testimony, in my opinion, was very questionable. I understand why the people put her on the stand to establish Nazaya's residence and the houses on Bedford and the regular routine, to establish also that Nazaya was not a runaway child, that she was not a bad kid. I do believe she adopted Nazaya. I do believe that she had 6 kids in the house. I believe that Nazaya had on a dark hoodie the day she went missing, and that she had on red and black Nikes that day. What is hard to believe is that the defendant never came into the house as she testified. And there was also a minor that testified that he did as well. Text messages that show between him and Nazaya that he did in the basement, saying he was going to the shower, stealing her panties. He was always lurking around that house and asking for Janaya and Zanaya, from what I know. I even thought about the breakfast routine and saying that all the kids like eating breakfast at school. Did they have a choice? I don't know. But to always send those girls up there to clean up the shop raises questions. And how were there 2 women in that house who have birthed children themselves who did not notice that Nazaya was pregnant, and I believe she was, and not having her period anymore?
Did she just say this man was stealing that little girl underwear? I could have sworn she said that. What the what?
But then after hearing text messages today, begging Jarvis for pads as if she didn't have anyone else to give them for her. And what stood out the most was when Annette Harris stood on the stand, and she learned around 6 p.m. that Nazaya did not come home from school, and said she looked around for her and decided to wait until the next morning to call the police. Without a tear, without emotion, or any expression of being devastated. And to her Aunt Shannon, who also showed no emotion, expression of being devastated from Nazaya going missing. She stated that she had friends help look for Nazaya, but was directed to just wait until the morning to call the police. A grown woman who likely suspected something strange going on didn't feel the need to call the police either. They were both able to go to sleep at night without hearing from Nazaya or having any indication that she was
That's
coming home that
crazy.
night. And of course, the defendant, who I will get to in a minute. I don't know who else failed Desire, but the community did. As far as the people establishing probable cause, I will focus on count 1, as it's been stated that there is no contention with counts 2 and 3. In count 3, I will amend based off of the motion and the testimony I heard that Desire was 12 and not 13 at the time that Jarvis Butts had sexual intercourse with her. The prosecution is correct. You do not have to have a body to establish first-degree premeditated murder. It would have been a much shorter exam had her body been found, but this is where we are. In the last 365 days, no text messages. We all heard today and yesterday that she was very active and frequently texted. No social media for a year. We heard through testimony that she was also active on social media. No phone calls, which she was also able to do according to testimony. No physical sighting of her by anyone. She never came back to school. No one has seen her. Medical records dated from July 2014 to October 2023 indicated that she had no life-threatening medical issues that would lead to a natural cause of death. The black hoodie found in the area of 7 Mile Murd with her DNA and blood on it. The holes in the hoodie consistent with some sort of struggle, violence, or weapon being used. And we know that there were no holes in that hoodie when she wore it to school.
Whoa. Because, so the clothes that they found was not what she was wearing. That was just like a little setup, because she's saying this hoodie got holes in it, but the hoodie didn't have holes. Whoa. The hoodie didn't have holes when she was at school. Did y'all just hear that? Oh, he creepy.
Found in the area of 7 Mile Murd with her DNA and blood on it.
DNA and blood on it.
The holes in the hoodie consistent with some sort of struggle, violence, or weapon being used. And we know that there were no holes in that hoodie when she wore it to school. We saw a picture of her in a black hoodie on her last day that everyone saw her. I do believe her grandma testified truthfully about the sweatshirt that she had on, and that was practically new.
Look, she called out the grandma. She's like, I do believe the grandma when she said this. She had a sweatshirt and a hoodie on. Honey, the judge ain't stupid, but I feel like they got to stop letting these type of people out, because, hello. Like, I don't understand what people be thinking is going to, like, they're going to come out and, touch the waters and I'm healed and I'm never going to do this. Like, I would never. I'm telling y'all, that's why I don't have no kids, because I would flip the script.
And the border agent, who said that no evidence of animals would have destroyed the clothing or the shoes to possibly lead to animals tearing up that hoodie. The clear glasses found in the blue Nissan the day after she went missing. The behavior of the defendant when he snatched those glasses. They looked exactly like the glasses she had on in her last picture, according to the witness. The shoes that her brother described as the same shoes that were found also in the area of 7 Mile Murd near the hoodie. While this is still probable cause, the evidence all points to Jarvis Butts. His locations, him being seen with her last, the abortion searches, the abrupt silence between the two of them in text messages, and the constant lies he told throughout the entire investigation. And they were proven to be lies with text messages and other testimony. We may never know what happened, but from what I heard today and over the last 4 or 5 days, it appears he intended to perform what he thought was a do-it-yourself abortion on Isaiah, and it went south, and instead of seeking medical attention for her, he intentionally killed her and tried his best to cover it up.
He did do that. And I also feel like the grandmother played a part by not calling the police, saying that she's missing, and also the aunt played a part. Oh no, I didn't see none of that. Like, I feel like she knew what was going on, and she let it happen, right? This is what I feel. She let it happen because I'm not finna fuss with him, but then I ain't got no man at home. Like, you feel me? Like, I feel like that's where her mindset was, more on keeping a man under the roof when he ain't even a man. Can't stand no low self-esteem women. Foolish. Ooh.
Much as I want her to be alive today, there is at least probable cause to show and believe that she's dead and that she was murdered by Jarvis Butts.
Yep.
Mr. Butts, stand up. You've been sitting over there for 4 days with your head down, sitting between and behind your attorneys with your mask on and taking vigorous notes. I want you to pay attention and listen to everything I have to say. I have been trying to figure out for the last 5 days, you. At one point, I thought you were cognitively impaired in the beginning of this exam. And then maybe you had the brain of a 10-year-old, and that's why you were doing such things. But as I heard more and more testimony, you're just the true definition of a pedophile. Watching you laugh and brag about all the women you have with different women and the children and the girlfriends, and making babies to groom them and having them in your presence, cleaning up your shop, and the little girls around you, has landed you here today. You groomed Isaiah. You played mind games with her. We all heard that. You controlled her emotionally. She was exposed to so much at such a young age. The text messages between you two were disgusting to hear. And to think that she had you saved in her phone as bae for life. Isaiah deserves so much more.
So she said Nazaria excuse me. She said Nazaria had him saved in the phone as bae for life.
And while I mentioned other people that failed her, Jarvis Butts, you were the monster in this whole picture. She did deserve love from her parents and everyone who was in her life. She was ignored, she was neglected, and you took complete advantage of that. She wanted someone to love her, and she will never know what that feels like. Your children deserve more. As much as defense counsel has raised issues on count one, all that has done is raise the question of fact for the trier of fact, which means that this will be for a jury or a judge to hear in Third Circuit. I pray for the healing of all the victims and the young girls and possibly boys who have come into contact with you. As a community, we should look at this case as a prime example of how much work we have to do when it comes to protecting our children and especially our Black girls.
Amen. When it comes to protecting our children, especially our Black girls, is what she just said. And she was like, honey, prayers to all the victims, the young girls, everybody that came across. And she even said the young boys, possibly. So anybody that been around this man and they got kids, they about to be asking their kids questions.
I pray for closure and healing for all those who have been traumatized by you. And for you, Jarvis Butts, I wish you a speedy trial and that justice be delivered. Your bind over date is January 16th at 9:00 a.m.
Honey. Like, look at all her little stuff. Oh my God. This is just so sad. So sad. Prayers up. I'm so serious. It's just so sad. It's so heartbreaking to know that she went through this. Mama, daddy is nowhere around. She's, he's seen that and he took advantage of that. People, please watch out for people that's around your kids. Please know their surroundings. Please know their whereabouts. I have no idea who her mom is, who her father is. Even right now, like they're not even showing their face. They're not coming out doing anything or saying anything. So that alone, let's speak volumes to me. Okay. Um, it's really heartbreaking and it's really sad. So prayers up for Naziah family, the ones that did love her. Her cousin did come out and speak, and she had moved away over a year ago. But I mean, what about the years previous to that, like prior? Did you not see anything? Did you not expect anything? Because me, honestly, I don't care like who you are. Like you can be a fifth cousin. If I know your mom is dating a pedo, oh baby, I'm on alert. I'm looking for everything. You understand what I'm saying? So that didn't bother anyone to like pay attention and keep him away from girls and like just letting him have alone time with a child. That's just weird to me. Um, I hope he get everything that he deserves. I really do. The aunt need to be in jail. I feel the what's her name? The grandmother needs to be in jail. I feel, and that's just my opinion on it. Like I feel that the grandmother not calling, to report her missing. If she ain't came home at 6 p.m. You got to go to sleep at night, woke up, and then you call. Like that makes no sense. I have never heard of that unless she was in on it. Fresh clothes were thrown and planted. Pink jumpsuit was never on her body. Auntie, was that you? So I feel like there's a lot of red flags. They dropped the ball, and yeah, I feel like all three of them was in cahoots with this. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it below. To my supporters, thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. Please protect your energy and peace by all costs. That's all I have for you on this clip.
The group effort was amusing. Thought you knew I was unbreakable, confusing. You played in my face, but no place mad at my table. Can't sit with me, you ain't stable.